Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing today? You guys doing good? Tell me, young lady, what would you like for Christmas?
Rated R or PG-13?
Something that won't get me banned at the very least.
Got it. PG. A hug. A kiss from you under the mistletoe.
Yeah. There we go, chat. Isn't that sweet? Hello, how about you? How are you guys doing? Alright, well, welcome back to Doki Doki Lit Club.
Ooh, oh, right.
You hear that? We're playing Doki Doki Lit Club.
Plus.
Oh, yeah, it's Doki Doki Lit Club Plus! The deluxe edition.
You want to see it?
No.
He's coming in.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
boy.
Doki Doki Lit Club.
It's
You wanna
Doki
watch
Doki
play?
Lit Club Plus. That girl died. That's why she's not there anymore.
Dead.
Dead.
Yes.
Yeah, she killed herself. You're right. Dead. I told her about that. Dead.
Dude, you can know which characters are gonna die in the anime.
I'm sorry.
I would support
That'd be
that.
hilarious. Just keep talking to people in chat. That'd
Just
be funny.
occasionally popping up. Oh, I would laugh my. Oh.
Anyways. Well, chat, my dad is actually the biggest fan of Doki Doki Lit Club. It's true. It's true facts. Anyways, we're gonna load our game.
I think it'd be really funny if you just
So where we left off, Yuri and Natsuki were fighting. I know. Basically, last time we left off, Natsuki accused Yuri of cutting herself.
Yeah.
I hope Dad heard that. Okay, anyways, we're gonna load the game. We're gonna load it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a Dr. Pepper cream. So it's creamy and also Dr. Peppery.
And Dr. But you just opened it. How could it be?
Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
He's gonna be next.
Is there purposefully no audio? Yes, there is. Okay. There is purposefully no music right now. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it.
Natsuki's gonna die.
Oh, no! Chat.
I knew she was gonna die. Oh, do you want to try this, by the way?
I will try your
Hold on.
Starbucks.
It is a mocha peppermint frappuccino, but it's
Mocha peppermint frap.
yeah. It's my favorite. It's my new favorite.
I like that.
I know.
That's good. Whenever I try to get ordered coffee at Starbucks, I probably just end up ordering what's basically ice cream. At the end of the day.
Vanilla bean frappuccino.
Kinda, yeah. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead.
Oh, so she did tell her to kill herself.
Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Chat, please don't hate me. Please.
Wait.
I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know
forgot
you
to
didn't
take
mean
her
it.
antidepressants.
Right. She didn't take her meds, no. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
Dead.
Completely.
She'll be dead.
Mm.
Damn it. I guess.
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. Are those
Wait.
Oops.
I can do it. I can finish it. Hold on.
Wait, Boots! Boots with the fur! The whole
Just
club.
Boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at me.
Chat. OBS is being naughty. Chat. OBS is being naughty. Chat. Turning it down. Shutting down. But she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so Please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
she's gonna
not
cut
that.
herself because
I
she
just-
told her best friend to kill herself.
I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with chat. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you Scars!
Yeah.
Also, no Sayori sticker anymore. Truly sad. Childhood.
I think it would be really funny if she was sitting there with her rope in her hand.
Oh god. Dazzle.
Essence.
Aura.
Death.
Kawaii.
Nature.
Boop. Explode. Rain cloud. Kitty. Eternity. Hurt. Dark.
Vibrant.
Philosophy. Climax. Doki Doki. Unending. Disarray. Suicide. Headphones. Contamination.
Get it? Because I'm not gonna finish that sentence. That's
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. This main
someone's
character.
bled dry or someone is. Actually, I don't know what her thing was.
Natsuki.
Hmm.
You'll find out. You'll find
Will
out.
I find out today?
You'll find out.
So she did die. Damn
Another
it.
day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days.
Fuck. Fucking
Dude,
her.
this main character notices nothing. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, chat. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Manga. Manga. It's pecan. Pecan.
Pecans.
Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room.
The people who say pecans are the same people that say orange instead of orange. Orange.
Orange
I like
glass.
my orange pecan.
My orange. Orange juice. Hi, Shrimp. Hello, Brian the Loser. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Arahara. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, you're a crazy bitch. I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. No
You
Apex.
also have
Day.
huge boobs.
You don't have to worry too much, even though I've only been here a couple of days. I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe you were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there was no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Damn.
Chat, don't say those kind of things so frankly. Cookies? Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. Okay, stop spamming it. Jesus, Brian. Calm down, sir.
Dude, why does Brian keep
Spamming shrimp is not going to make me play Apex Legends. Spamming shrimp is not going to make me play Apex Legends. One more shrimp, one more, and one more, and you get timed out, sir. I'm not even gonna lie. That's what I thought. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? It's not shrimp. I can't say that word, Brian. I'm sorry. No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Sorry.
What's up? What's up?
I'm afraid that
You're afraid that Monica's dead? What? What could ever have given you that impression?
she's not here!
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit.
Oh god.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Your text is just bold. But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Chat, Danganronpa. Phoenix, right? Yo, clowns. Birthday man! Birthday man!
Wings wants your attention.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wings. Zum Geburtstag will gut. Okay.
Was that in German?
Yeah, it
Why
was.
would you do that in German?
Because I know how to say happy birthday to you in German. You're still on trial, though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last... Whew, my heart skipped a beat when I read that. 'Cause my mind stopped at my last period. I was like, what?
It has nothing to do with the game. This is our.
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri. Brushes hair against boob. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, chat. Monica's...
not gonna die though. Monica's fine for now.
What do you mean? How's it the final one? The final count. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. She likes girls. Chat. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request.
Out of her leg for a split second. I was like, how did she just...
She reaches into her skirt and then pulls the book out of it. I don't know where she was keeping it, but it looks really damp. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. I message The Rock. If he messages me back, I'm gonna be so happy. All right, Wings. I wish you luck, good sir. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her.
Why would she...
Let's see.
She was having a
The
great
most
time.
logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway.
God damn it.
What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I'm back. I came here at a bad time. No, you did not. You're fine. Thanks for waiting patiently. Chat, do you like oolong tea? Chat, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Or perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Didn't you say you would do bow blocks on Tuesday? Yeah, but Mari is able to be here today and maybe not on Wednesday, so chat, maybe Wednesday is the bow box days. Who even knows anymore? I don't fucking know what my schedule is. I'm a mess. That's great, Yuri. I'm a hot mess. Thank you. Squeeze my boobie just below the webcam, Mari, so that the chat can't see it, but then I bring it up, letting the chat know that it is indeed a thing that is happening, but I'm okay with it, and they should be too. Anyways, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, chat. Chat, are you worrying about Yuri?
Yes. She's cutting herself.
Yeah. I was going to milk my birthday. I do like anime girl. Amne. A sea anemone. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Chat, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back.
Yeah.
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Boobies.
Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage
Because
it.
boobies.
Is that so?
Boobies.
I wonder why that is.
Boobies.
It's most likely because my
Boobies.
your posture, right?
Boobies.
Boobies.
It's because of boobies.
It's because of boobies.
You knew it. I fucking called.
Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have
That's
terrible
definitely-
reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Get on the lap.
Get on the lap.
Get on the lap.
Oh man. Your shoulders are touching? That's weird.
Right? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. This isn't family friendly.
I'm sitting on his knee.
Yeah, on the knee,
I'm
chat.
not sitting on his.
You're on
Boobs.
my posture.
I'm not
She's not sitting on my posture,
Can
chat.
we just reference everything that could be just ever so vaguely sexual
My
as posture?
my posture.
Yeah.
Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh, you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course.
Oh god, she's so depressed.
She's so depressed and cute.
Oh, she's so hot, but so depressed. Like,
She's so cute and mentally damaged.
dude, hot
Yuri
would just
ho-
always be the depressed ones. End of discussion.
Right?
I would know. I am wild.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have to have any harder of a time reading from it. Who hurt her?
I don't know.
That's the real questions.
They deserve death.
I don't know if we'll ever find out. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Is that blood in her eyes? I think that's just the sun.
It's just.
Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Look, there's a little chocolate. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Chat. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, what else was she opening her mouth for?
Did my headphones just disconnect? No, the music just turned off. The music turned off. It's so freaking like that,
Hard.
dude. Yuri starts to breathe heavy. I can't. Chat. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teepko gets knocked over.
Why?
Chat. My heart won't stop pounding, chat. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, chat? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. There's a heartbeat right now. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
No!
Look at her eyes.
She is crazy.
Look at her eyes.
She is mentally ill.
They are realistic.
I knew it. She is really crazy. The hot ones are always crazy. Is she actively just making eye contact and just cutting her arm? Sorry, I don't know. Spit on you.
Hey guys, what the fuck? It's time to share poems. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri! I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Photorealism, exactly, Aurora. Do you like it? Chat, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques for practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. Chat has no apprehensiveness about what just went on.
No.
I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy.
More like terrifying.
It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, chat. Everything you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, chat? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay?
Wings.
Wheel.
Wings. She's always blushing because she's always horny because people make her crazy.
Wheel. A
Something.
rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A dock ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A harness. Parabolic gear boy. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. This is existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gear boy. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears in a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks this every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a dock ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears. I lost my place. 40 gears and ticking clock. 40 times a kaleidoscope, time of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bullhead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
She's crazy.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. Hi, I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Suki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. This is the one from before. We've already read that one.
Amy's gross like spiders.
Mm-hmm. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn respect for others liking weird things. Such as 2 girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Let's go Monica, why don't
I
we?
think she might have a crush. But...
Right, Loki? Chat, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just kind of gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members.
Wow, she's crazy.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they want, bright, full color, flash, spin, pierce, red, green, blue, and cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grieving, whip, speaking, screeching, kind, so cosine, tangent. Dude, trigonometry. Like playing, like playing a knife on the breathing ribcage, and delete her.
Oh, she's gonna die next.
Oh, her theme is piano when you're reading her poems. That's fun.
Haha, get it?
Haha, glitched. Rister, is Sayori commit breathant already? Yes, yes. Sorry, I know it's... Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me.
Oh.
Anything.
Oh.
Please help me. That's my advice for today.
Dude, I'm gonna start tripping balls out of this.
Thanks for listening.
God, she's crazy.
We've unlocked a special poem.
Yes, read it. Can that be my Halloween costume next year? I won't actually hang myself, but I'll get a rope and wear it as a necklace.
Chat, special poems. Let's go.
That's my next Halloween costume. I even have a pink bow to go with it. I can dye my hair bright pink next year because I won't be in choir.
That's Pog. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's special poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
No, you're all crazy.
Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Look, do we really have to do something for the festival?
Yuri's
It's
not
not like
here.
we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. We all know what happened the last time we had the festival.
Where's Yuri?
We all know what happened last time we
She's
tried to
gone.
have the festival. That's a concern of mine as well. Sorry, pulling up my sleeves. Hold on. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since chat joined, and we've started with some club activities. But isn't this the first time? This isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can?
No.
to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place?
No.
The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else.
Like
It should
what
be a
part?
place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, chat?
Brainwashing. Brainwashing.
Ah. Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Chad to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Chad joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Chad isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's really so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
Dude, I can't figure out who's gonna die next. I'm pretty sure it's Yuri, but I'm so confused now.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Chat want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Chat, why did you even join this club?
Because you asked very kindly and you're hot.
What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
Boobs.
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
Natsuki is a better household.
She's not taking anything away. No, chat. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. What? If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do.
I don't know who's gonna
Well,
die.
Do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
Cut me into a million pieces.
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Her eye bleed.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, chat? What do you want to get out of this club? Pussy. Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members' identity, the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Is she dripping
Yes.
out of her eye?
Yes, she is.
Chat, she is actually dead ass dripping out of her eye. I never noticed that in my first playthrough. I never noticed that.
Maybe it's because it's Doki Doki Plus,
Maybe.
and you haven't played it in a long
Stepping
ass
out of
time.
your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, chat? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with chat. Before we leave. I love that. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little bit troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. Do you remember when Sayori was still alive? She was always talking about how Monica would talk to her. And then her final poem that was in like the pamphlet for the festival was like, get out of my head before I listen to what she told me. I think Monica's thing is that she's a severe manipulator.
I don't think she's a manipulator. I think she's just psychotic. And she's telling people to kill herself.
She's like the root of all of it.
Mhm.
See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Chat, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care
Stop
about
it,
you,
Stop it.
you know?
Stop it.
I don't
Stop
like
it.
seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Kawaii.
Can I pick some?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, we're-
Papa! Papa! Natsuki like, oh, click, yep, that one. Yep. Suicide. Puppy. Uh-huh. Scars.
Scars? Where?
Scars.
Scars.
Doki Doki. Boop.
Massacre.
Unrequited. Cry.
Massacre special.
Special. Horror. Uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. Bouncy.
Anime.
Bouncy.
Atone. Yeah, I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
We're not finishing this poem soon. Despise. Friends.
Wait, does it just keep adding a one?
I think so.
Oh
Happiness.
my god, it does.
Hair.
Whisper.
Whisper. Incongruent.
Incongruent.
After image. Heartbeat.
Tenacious.
Tenacious. Skirt.
Wait, skirt?
Skirt. Hey, Sayori.
Whip nene.
Whip and or nene.
And or nene. Ooh.
I want to unlock a special poem again. Hey, chat. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad?
I've been cutting
See-
myself every time I see a chat. Just, you know.
See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Huh, that's a play on
Yeah,
words.
Ha ha. Get it?
Mm.
'Cause knives.
Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Chad just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right, I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and we decided we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want.
Exactly.
Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga.
Wow. That's
Chat
a lot
character.
Of money to just drop.
Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really just felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. What's up, Pell Mell? How's it going, dude? It's been a while. How you doing, man? I'm a pro, you know? So I'm gonna help too and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, chat, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans for today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Chad is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Did you see her eyes? Those
Our
were...
plans for today are for me to make tea, cut myself aggressively, continue reading, try to make more tea, and also cut myself aggressively, and occasionally I'll stab myself, just for that little bit more of adrenaline. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Thank you for understanding, Monica.
I'm also an adrenaline junkie.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
I knew it! I knew it!
Calm down, please. Not at all. I'm doing great. My internet is sucking like a lemon. Got it.
Me too.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Oh my god, Sayori's in the back. No! I was watching for that the entire playthrough because I know that's a thing that happens, but I just noticed it. How do you feel about that, Mari? Poor baby.
You deserve better.
You deserved better. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I might be able to hear, might not be able to hear you guys. That's all right, Palma. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Sayori, she's hanged in the back, Palma. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she really moves contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yeah, this is all a repeat. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that at all this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? Are you gonna take a photo of the... Hey, put that away.
Fucking crazy.
I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. You see it? Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. Is that the clown brigade? Sounds like breathing. Darth Vader. I love Darth Vader. I reached the Yuri. I'm gonna be honest with you guys about that one, chat. I forgot that happened. I forgot that happened.
Icky.
The screen was black for a while, and I was like, wait, what happens here again? Wait, how did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. Hope it hasn't really been showing or anything.
Brainwashed.
I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It would make people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Chat, is it just me or is... Nope, the music just cuts off. Has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined this club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around.
Ha!
I'm not crazy, right? With those eyes. Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening.
I know.
But finally we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just wanted to stay here.
Your heart beating?
Just the two of us. Yeah, it is. We can stay here until the club ends. Then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody interfere with our reading time. I can see Monica! I can see Monica!
Oh, I hate that! I hate that! I hate that! I hate that! I hate that!
Nobody make me feel like stabbing
Turn
myself in the
your
throat.
screen brightnesses all the way up. You will see it.
Look at this line. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Okay. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime?
No.
I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I can make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything.
Oh, God.
Nobody deserves to be lonely.
Crazy.
Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, chat. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore.
Showed up before the text box, not after it.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. Her eyes are like shifting in between human and anime. And read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that we've always wanted. We've waited years for. Will you do that with me, chat? Who should I show my poem to first?
Monica!
Let's do that.
I love you, Monica. You crazy fucking psychotic bitch.
Don't say I didn't warn you, chat.
Oh! Wow!
Let's
Hot
go to
stuff.
Natsuki. This one's all right. All right. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. Your voice acting is gonna make me feel kind of way. I can't read. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing all right. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay?
I love you, Natsuki.
So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try to talk to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try to be better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
Ha! It was great!
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point trying. It's Yuri's own fault. My bad. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable.
No!
Can you hear me, chat? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away.
No.
Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you.
No.
Just think of Monica from now on.
No.
Just Monica.
No.
Just Monica.
No.
Just Monica.
No.
Just Monica. Just Monica.
Oh, gross.
Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Yuri, chat. Let's
See,
do
it's
it.
funny because it's not Monica. Just, I warn you right after that.
Right? Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Chat, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, chat. I think she might be. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin will enter my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
No, she wrote What's wrong? Can I read this?
There's good imagery. She pissed on this.
Ah! Hi.
Do you like it? Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Yes. Nothing is...
I say matters.
Nothing is real.
Oh! that
It
checks
says
out.
nothing is real. Okay, everyone.
Wings, you're good.
Wings.
This place just
Happy
crazy.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's time to figure out the
man.
festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Oh man, I wonder
Look,
why.
can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Chad? Chad is going to help me. Wait,
No.
you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Help Natsuki.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already the most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know.
Sorry, the fact that you didn't ad-lib that was...
I loved that line.
All you care about now is dragging Chad around you and your stupid books.
I love you.
You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Chad decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power.
Natsuki.
Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Chad make the choice, okay?
Natsuki.
Okay, fine. Jeez. Chad, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and then decide for yourself. I love it.
You shut your mouth.
Oh.
For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
It's gravitating! The mouse is gravitating!
Natsuki, please.
Natsuki!
Oh my god.
Monica seems like a good idea. Yeah, you picked me. Ba. So happy in this club full of my friends. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Monica.
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking chat for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? No music. No music. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling chat away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Yeah, she's like that sometimes.
Where's
That's
Sayori?
okay.
Oh, Sayori is in the ground. In
She
heaven now.
committed, what was it?
Breathing.
Yeah, she did the not breathing anymore.
Natsuki,
I'm Natsuki. You're scaring me a little. She's fucking dead? Yeah, what happened? She killed herself.
She hung herself.
She hung herself.
specifically.
Yeah. Don't give a shit. Vacuum. I'm sorry to say this. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I wanted to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, chat. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Chat, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us.
Ooh,
Doesn't
at
that sound
her
wonderful?
house.
Well, there's something really wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I can
Ew!
imagine. I'm addicted to you.
Rings, what the fuck? Delete it. Please.
It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you?
Oh, yeah, but it's different when you're fucking psychotic and when I just love you.
But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen?
You're gonna kill yourself.
Maybe that's
every
why I
single
tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, chat. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, chat, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you out of myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, chat. She jamming in, yeah.
Ew! Dude, that's been on the ground.
Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Do we do it? Do we do it?
Can I make a decision?
Yes, you can make this
Okay,
decision.
you also have a tuft in your hair.
Mari will make the decision.
She's crazy, but I feel like if I say yes, she's gonna kill herself. But if I say no, she's gonna.
To be fair, we said no to Sayori last time, and what happened to her?
You said she was gonna die either way. That is what. But last time we did hang out with Yuri, so, yeah, wings. What's the consensus on this? Cause
Alright, I see one vote for yes. We're saying yes.
Okay.
By the way, the reason I said what happened with Sayori is because it's the exact same situation.
Oh! Crazy fucking bitch.
She dies either way. Oh, no. So I just want to
Ice. That's what it says.
ice, ice,
Not in the titty.
not in the titty. So chat. Okay, I just want to tell you guys something. If we go into the history, okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things that... Okay, Chad, this is basically Monica talking to us about the club. And this is the description of the game on Steam, of the original game. So, anyways,
The consensus is yes.
we're going to skip all of this. There's a lot of dialogue here. And if you notice, as the dialogue is going on, her body starts to decay. Time starts to pass. Her eyes are going gray. Her skin is gonna start to sag soon. You see what I'm talking about right now? The eyes.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's
can
all
s-
graying out.
Mm-hmm. 2 days. The weekend. There we go. Oh, there's her skin. Her cheeks are indented now. She's rotting.
It's at least been a week.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, 3 days? Oh, because Friday night, Saturday night. This is Sunday night. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Mari PogChamp name. That's my girlfriend's name. All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought I was pretty. Natsuki runs away. What
Dude, did you not go
be?
home?
What could possibly be troubling her?
Did chat not go home?
No, he sat there the entire
Oh
time.
my god, I thought it was just like a.
No, chat was there the whole time. I'm here. Chat, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, chat? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been
she's
pretty
conscious.
boring.
Oh, put her back under consciousness.
I'll make it up for you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh, remove character. Yuri, deleted successfully. Natsuki deleted successfully. I'm almost
Oh
done.
my god.
I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from its tray and takes a cupcake. This is what happened to Sayori. Monica deleted her. In her poem, delete her. Makes sense now, right? Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second.
I didn't think they were gonna die in the same section.
Okay, so let me say something, because Natsuki can actually die depending on what you do. Because you know how we hung out a lot with Yuri? I think if we hang out with Yuri, instead of the second cutting scene, where like her eyes are white and she's like up close, instead of that, we get a scene with Natsuki, when we've been like, so we read manga with Natsuki like every day, instead of hanging out with Yuri every day. And Yuri eventually snatches us away and does her book thing. And then when we go back to Natsuki, she's like, why didn't you like come hang out with me today? This is the only thing I look forward to. This is the only place I feel safe. Why didn't you do this? And then like her eyes start to go white as she like keeps like saying that. And then suddenly her neck like snaps in two and she runs at the camera. And it goes like the end. So Natsuki can die depending on what you do. And also, you were correct, because in one of Natsuki's scenes where she's talking about the manga, when she's talking about the manga, she's like, she goes, you remember how when we were playing originally, she said, I have to keep this in the club room? That exact same scene happens again, but this time there's like one of those like dark bolded lines, and it just goes, my dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. So, Natsuki, and we didn't actually get this part because we didn't hang out with Natsuki, but Monica tells us, instead of Monica telling us that Yuri is crazy and cuts herself, Monica tells us that Natsuki is malnourished, and that's why she's so small and short, is that she doesn't get fed when she's at home. So, yeah, all these girls are very badly damaged. But it will make sense. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay!
No!
There you are. Hi again, Chad. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, chat. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm bisexual. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway.
Well, I mean, I figured it out.
Get the Natsuki jump scare? I can pull it up on YouTube, probably. At the end, yeah.
It's clearly the end.
Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. So the reason that Sayori became depressed, Natsuki became mean, and Yuri became crazy was because Monica messed with their character files. They're not actually that extreme in a quote-unquote real life. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, chat? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it.
Actually, Yuri is mentally deranged and depressed. She just enhanced that. That's what she just admitted
Yes,
to.
yes.
That they were like this. She
They
just
were,
made it, like, times 10.
they were depressed. They just enhanced it. Yeah. That's right.
And instead of it being a part of them, it was their whole personality.
Yes.
Bitch.
Right?
I don't think I've ever liked Monica.
And it's not just jealousy, chat. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, chat.
No.
But now you're here.
Stop it.
You're real.
No.
And you're wonderful.
No, I'm not.
You're all I need.
Shut up.
That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand.
Go away.
I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Chad. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous
personalities.
A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, chat, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Chat, will you go out with me? They're 18? Oh, there was a disclaimer in the very beginning of the game
They're
that
all old.
all
They're
characters
all
are 18. So they are all 18, chat. It's confirmed. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, chat. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, chat. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending.
She was gonna kill herself.
Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Welcome to Dope.
She finally has a sticker. Monica! Monica. I'm going with the whole Monicas. Monica! Monica! There's no whole Monica. I'll just go with...
That was...
Chat, I'm not gonna say this one. I'm not... Onik.
Nokia.
Nokia? Where?
Nothing. It's just...
Nokia.
Yeah.
Monica.
Monica.
Monica. Manuka. Muya. Ick.
Monica.
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 Monia.
Ika.
Oika.
Ika.
Uniku.
Mua.
Mua. Mua. Okay.
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 You're kind of okay, I guess.
Plus or minus Oni. I'm watching the new Sewer Slide mod on DVD. Just want to let you know. Cool. Oh, achievement unlocked. Perfect Monica. Hi again,
Fuck
chat.
off, Monica.
Did you write a good poem today? Don't be
No.
shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, chat. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Chat.
Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end.
False.
I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or
I
about
thought
you.
said fertilization, and I was like, wow, that's a lie.
That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be a part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Chad?
No.
I have so many things to talk to you about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you?
Oh no! I don't like this.
Hi everyone.
God, this makes my skin crawl.
You, chat. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here.
Oh.
But do you mind telling your friend that it's a bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Chat, I'm sorry, I'll do better. I have to make a YouTuber apology now. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I
No.
can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready?
Can I have Sayori? Please?
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some time to... Did I scare you?
No.
You're so cute. Anyway, Chad, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. That wasn't scary? No. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can always just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. So, chat, this is the ending of the game. You just sit here and talk with her forever.
No, there has to be an end.
You think so?
There has to be something.
The green eyes. Chat, what did you guys think of her recognizing that there's a chat here?
I hate that she became conscious.
Mm-hmm. So, thoughts about the game?
But I don't want to say it loud enough because then she'll know.
Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean it like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable.
So you're
Anyways.
deciding that it's better to eat the things that turn our carbon dioxide into oxygen?
Anyways, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice. I just stopped contributing to the whole mess. What, is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. Comments? Yeah, she said, like, I can't see your comments from here. And that's more for YouTube videos, but it works for the live streams as well. It's weird, like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky.
No!
And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants felt some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one?
Plants actually do
I'm just
feel
saying,
pain. They just
we're-
have pain receptors.
I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we have dinner together, and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. So I'm gonna get tofu when we go to Chipotle today. We can get tofu if you don't mind. Okay, there is an ending to the game. secret ending. Not really secret because you're encouraged to do it, but but theoretically you could sit on the screen for all of time. By the way, there's also stuff you can't press escape. You can't go to a menu at all. But you can tab out. And you can go to Doki Doki Literature Club. Property. Oh, manage. Browse local files. Let's see. Doki Doki Literature Club plus data. What is Mono Bleeding Edge? What is Mono Bleeding Edge? Embed red. Okay, that's actual stuff. Okay, data. Let's see. Where is it? Shared assets. No. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Application. Really? Wait. Etc. Mono. 2. I'm looking for characters, chat. Managed. No. Plugins. No. Resources. No. Streaming assets.
No.
Asset bundles. Windows. No. Where is characters?
Well, just scroll down until you get to the C. Unless you can't scroll, then you're fucked.
Yeah, then I'm fucked now. Characters? No items match my search. Chat? This has gone bad. Manage properties, maybe? Local files. Interesting. Chat, where is it? Chat, could you imagine? Wait.
Can I have my legs back?
Yes.
Just so that I can put better.
Oh, what if it's in like the big? Oh, wait. Gotcha. Okay, so you don't actually mess with the in-game with the actual files this time. So that's a difference then. Oh wait. Okay, wait. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. I know, yeah. But once I started to learn a little bit more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Oh, do I have to wait for her to start talking? Gosh,
Yes.
freaking dang it. Okay, well.
Idea. We're the love interest and Monica's the main character.
In the meantime, chat.
Wait, she's the last choice, but she took out all the competition.
In the meantime, chat. DDLC plus Natsuki death. DDLC all deaths. Wonderful. Let's do this one. I understand and wish to proceed. Okay, we'll watch that later. I just have it open now. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, that sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, chat. That's gotta be the last one, right? Okay. Save the game for sure. There's no point in saving anymore. I'm not going anywhere.
We'll just general settings.
I can't load. Okay, settings. Let's exit DDLC. Okay. Files. Wait, where is it? Files. Characters. Monica. Unable to open. Okay, can I delete it?
Well, delete right there.
Oh, sorry. There we go, chat. Now we're back. Beans wood. What's happening? Chat, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, chat. Please hurry and help me. Monica, that character does not exist. Help me! Did you do this to me, chat?
No.
Did you?
No.
Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, chat. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Achievement unlocked. Ruin everything. Chat, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Okay, get deleted already, bitch.
Seriously, go. Like, you tried to fix yourself, but you can't, because you're not a part of the game anymore. Oh my god!
I still love you. Can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's...
Psychotic. Manipulative. Just a piece of shit human
I've
thing to do.
made up my mind.
You're gonna kill yourself?
Chat, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then...
Finally, God! That was the slowest death in history. Oh, is it the cheery music again?
Doki Doki!
Yeah, she's gone.
New game!
Oh my god, wait, I didn't realize that
It's an ordinary school day like every other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about telling me some girls or something like that. Hey, chat! Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk together to school together every day. And recently, we've picked up that habit once again. Chat, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time.
Absolutely.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sarah. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, chat, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I started to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sarah would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her the clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own?
Is it
Actually, yeah.
Literature club?
I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I'd let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Suri puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of a club from the flyer I saw. I work across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I file the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Chat? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the chat that Suri started talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, chat. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, since it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Chat, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Suri. The literature club. Suri's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well?
Cupcakes, tea, man, it's like the first day of school again.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen
Monica.
white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look
deleted
like
Monica.
little cats. We deleted Monica.
She's
We
dead.
deleted her. She's dead. She's gone. The whiskers are drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate we use to make ears. So cute! Wow, these look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Suri grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Suri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Pell-mell redeeming a hydrate. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. Baka! As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Okay, can I see your arms? Don't worry, the teacher would give us permission.
Can I see your boobs? And
After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Chad, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I quietly mutter to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She's a rabbit. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I got a monkey pen? Nice. What Mari said is so true. Yeah. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? She doesn't like horror anymore! She doesn't like horror anymore! Oh, the development. I'm certain we can find something we have in common. I'm sorry.
Hey, Yuri. Well, about, you know, the first thing you said.
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the classroom.
Still say it.
For some reason, Natsuki gets embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature too, you know?
Definitely.
So if Chad wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try to find something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Chad?
Maybe,
Sensing the tension, Suri jumps in.
maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we'll get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing the literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for Yuri,
I have to read manga?
jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? Hurt myself? I didn't realize. She like her eyes go red and she just runs out of the classroom. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest in Natsuki. Look at these girls and their character development. Oh my god. Hentai and a cup of hot cocoa?
And I'll be set for life.
Why look at hentai when we can... I think... Okay, anyways,
We
yeah.
can make our own movies later.
Okay, anyways. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No, I've realized my error. I won't transform my eyes anymore. So if you're willing... So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
We're lesbians now. If you don't mind.
Dude, Chat can get Sayori, and then these two can end up together.
Oh!
Hell yeah. Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute.
Me too, Sayori. I feel it. Sayori, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it. I joined the literature club. I'm gonna turn into an anime girl and join the literature club and lose my balls. All right, Wing, sounds good, man. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it?
I think everyone likes you too, Chad.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sarah.
Oh, Chad, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, chat, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica.
Ha!
That's right.
She's conscious! She's conscious! You crazy bitch!
I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, chat. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad, but none of that matters anymore. It's just us now, and you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you forever and ever. F F O R E V E. No. Eh? Well, what's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, literature club. Beans.
Can you hear me?
Oh no! I don't.
Hi,
Wait.
it's me. So you know how I've been like
I was trying to base my Monica voice around this voice.
What?
not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
That's Monica's voice? Yeah. The depressed girl.
Who was being actively manipulated by a psychotic?
Yep. Monica gets a redemption arc? Yes.
No, Monica never. I do not forgive Monica.
It already happened.
I do not forgive her.
Okay, well, just because you don't forgive her doesn't mean the redemption arc didn't happen. Extra special thanks to Monica and chat.
If I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Man boobies.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. At the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Please run reset.sh. Okay, wait, I can do that later. Chat.
Wait.
Pictures? Ah, chat. We already know we gotta put Yuri as our background, right?
Oh.
Set
yeah.
as wallpaper.
Oh yeah.
Error.
Imagine it did it for your computer too.
Wait, what is the achievement error? Your desktop wallpaper could not be changed due to administrative policy. It did it anyways. That's fun. Ohio, Sayori. Ohio. That's fun. That's fun. They have a ton of crap here. Okay, wait. Mail? Do I have an email? From Monica, chat? Okay. Do the jump scare? Oh, right, chat. We got to do that first. Okay, here we go. Okay, chat. So,
Have
this
you seen
is...
this?
I have, yes.
Okay, so now I'll put the headphones on.
Okay, yeah.
Left.
Okay, yeah. I also try something different this time. Fair enough, you still knew this, so I wouldn't expect to find it right away. Chat, I'm on full screen. I'm just pretend I'm playing it, right?
Maybe you'll find a little difference. For instance, I noticed that you're spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Call these doo-doo.
Danny! Chat! Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, chat, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me.
Play with me.
Oh, it crinkled. Oh.
And then it says ending. And then it says end. So chat, there's that.
Her neck crinkled.
Her neck went.
Oh, it crinkled like saran wrap
Yep.
after it was just used, and there might be like a little bit of soup on it still.
A little bit of soup.
Well, yeah, when you say
Chat,
soup
should
for
we
later, you put
start a
some-
side story or should we save it for later? Should we save it for
save
next
it for
time?
later.
Do we? Okay, we have half an hour in the stream left.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Do we start us? Do we want to save side stories just for next time and then just like do something else, or maybe
Well,
just end
say-
stream a little early?
How long is it gonna take for you to?
I don't know how long the side stories are.
No, like
To-
reset it because
Oh,
I want
right.
to know what happens if you reset it, and then you just delete Monica from the start, if you can.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff about that. I think. Hold on. Reset. Wait, hold on. So in files probably. Reset.sh. Actually, maybe not. But yeah, I will. Open. Reset this virtual machine. Oh no, actually, I don't want to do that. All data will be reverted to its original state. No shot, I don't want to do that. Look at chat. Look at this. That's adorable. I'm saying that's my wallpaper. F yeah, baby. Chat. All the poems. Oh my god, the special poems.
There's
Wait.
more.
Ooh, chat. And then we have some of these. We could set this as all background. We could set this one. That's
I
funny.
Shit myself.
Oh, here's the special poems. Here they are. Backgrounds. Sketches. What? This is the concept art. I've never seen this before. Is
Oh my
that?
God.
That's Sayori's initial design?
She definitely looks like a second choice with that haircut.
Okay. Oh my god, dude. Celebrate 2018 Valentine's Day? I've seen that artwork before. Yeah. Acquisition in Act 1, write a poem for Oh! Acquisition procedure. In Act 1, write a poem for a different character each chapter. Chapter 1 is before Sayori kills herself, huh? Stop looking. I'm gonna fail. No, November. Valentine's Day 2018. That's oh my god. Gotta keep the skirt down, chat.
Modesty.
Halloween. Sheesh.
Modest is hottest, but let's talk about those boobs and the thighs.
The thighs.
And
Chat.
listen.
There's a lot of things we could talk about right now.
I got mad hots for Rister, but let me tell you about anime waifus.
She has udders, chat. Milk Sayori.
Sayori has milkers.
She has milkers, right? Monica just. Sheesh.
Monica's a
And then
fucking
Yuri
mom.
drinking blood. Okay.
Get it, because she cuts herself.
Get it.
Get it,
Get
get
it.
it,
Get it.
get
Get it. Go. Get it. Go. Oh, Sayori's covered up.
Get it, because she dies first.
Sayori's covered up. Can I? Oh shit, dude. We can. I can milk you. Chat. I'm gonna go ahead and just end the stream a little bit early today. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure to have y'all here. We're gonna raid Razkid because it doesn't matter how many people I raid Razkid with, he's always happy about it.
Razkid
So,
just loves you.
Let's just raid Razkid, right? Like, sheesh. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out. You guys had a fantastic day today. No? What do you mean? Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. Hope you guys had a fantastic day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Farewell, everybody.
Coming out of this. Oh, it's on default. Turn this off, bro. Turn that off. Woo! Jeez! God dang! Oh, Lord! Oh! Beat the crap out of me, man! What was that? Rister in the building, man. What's going on, Rister? What is good, bro? What is up? Yo, can I get a shout out for Rister Mites, please, man? What is going on, man? Hi, Rister. I'm like swimming in the ocean, bro. Hey, yo, what's good in the hood, bro? Rister Mites in the building. What is up, Rister Mites? What is up, Disconnected Lettuce? What is good, bro? What is going on, aliens? How are you guys doing today? Yeah. Shorter stream today, but we finished the game we were playing. So, Rister, bro, hey, as long as you beating these games, man, you already know what it is. Hey, yo, Hunter Amber, I'm gonna see you in the link after stream. It's a HyperX Quadcast S. I keep forgetting it's a mod command. Facts, aliens, please follow Rister Mites, bro. What was you playing, man? Legit. Yo, he's too legendary, bro. Definitely follow my mans, bro. Follow my man. Yo, let me know, yo, alien. Let me know if this game too loud. PC games seem to be scuffed. That's why I don't play them. But hey, we're going ham right now. All right. All right. So let's do it. Rister, bro. How was your? What was you playing, man? You know I got you, Amber. Hold up. Lock volume. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. My volume all the way up. It is 4K quality. Oh, DDLC. Is that shut up.
You can go boom, killing me poisonous mushroom deadly. Or your dope melody.
Losing my mind right now. You're talking about oh, we beat that game already. I know what you're talking about too. Yo, everyone say bye to Rister Mites. Rister Mites, I appreciate you so much for joining up, man. Everyone say night to Rister Mites, bro. I love you, man. And keep being Rister. Bro, you was talking. Wait, aliens, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me over the music, over the game? Because it sounds really loud on my headset. But just let me know. But Rister, you was talking crazy on Twitter, bro. Talk about some, I don't know, you're not feeling well and you don't know who else to turn to. Something you were saying, bro. I don't know what you be talking about, bro. But Rister, we are here for you, bro. I am here. The aliens are here. Your whole community is here for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, bro. Everything is gonna be A-OK. Keep grinding, bro. You are doing absolutely phenomenal. You